The planet is slowly being coated in a chemical that never truly goes away. And the source may be chemicals once considered a success story for environmental protection. Substances introduced to replace ozone-damaging chemicals are now breaking down in the atmosphere and forming a highly persistent pollutant known as TFA. A member of the so-called forever chemicals that resist natural degradation. Over the past 2 decades, hundreds of thousands of tons of this substance have been deposited onto Earth's surface, settling into rainwater, rivers, ice, soil, and oceans. And the process is still accelerating. These replacement gases, commonly used in refrigeration, air conditioning, and even medical anesthetics, can remain in the atmosphere for decades, meaning that pollution continues long after they are released. Once they break down, TFA spreads globally through weather systems, falling with rain or settling directly from the air, allowing it to reach even the most remote parts of the planet, including polar regions far from any industrial source. Measurements from rainwater and ancient ice layers show that TFA levels are steadily rising, confirming that this is not a localized issue, but a global one. While some authorities argue that current concentrations may not yet pose an immediate danger to humans, growing evidence shows that TFA can harm aquatic life and has already been detected in human blood and urine, raising concerns about its long-term effects. Because the chemical is extremely stable, once it accumulates in the environment, it is nearly impossible to remove, making this pollution effectively permanent on human timescales, adding to the uncertainty. Newer climate-friendly refrigerants are also capable of forming TFA, meaning future levels could rise even further, despite efforts to phase out older chemicals. What makes this situation especially troubling is that it highlights an unintended consequence of chemical substitution, where solving one environmental problem quietly creates another. As TFA continues to build up worldwide, experts warn that it may represent a planetary-scale threat, underscoring the urgent need for long-term monitoring, global cooperation, and more cautious decision-making when replacing harmful chemicals, before the planet becomes irreversibly saturated with yet another invisible pollutant.